Hey, where are you? There you are. Hi, I'm Al. I found this in the woods. It was at a place called Hoaxie Law. Now, if you look careful, this is fungus growing on it, and a whole big chunk of the toe is just plain gone, all eaten away. I found it in the woods. I walk in the woods a lot because I have this thing for trees, and this is what I do. I take pieces of bark and I write on them. After I find the piece of bark, I'll write words. For example, this is upside down and you can't read it. So let's turn it right side up and do it better. This goes with words of wisdom from Big Al. And that's me. Now I'm going to put this away. What I do is I pick up pieces of wood and I make things out of them. And then I write words like that on bark. Now, I'm going to show you some of the bark pieces. Our program, what it does is puts out a big pile of these and asks the audience to say what they think it means. I am royalty. I am true royalty. Now, what would that mean to someone? The person, the audience, would say, it means, well, this. I have to put this out because salvation at Hoaxie Law is very important. Hoaxie Law is a camp. It's actually a beach, it's a park, and it's just north of Lake City on the Mississippi River. And a lot of this wood that you see came from there. It's actually driftwood. And what you want to remember is that life is like a piece of driftwood. Now, if someone picks up this piece, and if they do, it'll be laying down. They won't know what the words are on the other side. They would have to explain what that means to them. Here's some more ideas. I like this one. To grow, a seed must be buried. This is again a piece of driftwood. If you look at the surface, it's really smooth. The back is not smooth. It came across from the Wisconsin side across Lake Pepin and washed up on the shores of Hoaxie Law. Anyway, the spirit goes on and we get more ideas. Long and lean, my spirit lingers, waiting for a poet's fingers. That is something that this whole program is about. A lot of times, what you write depends on the piece of wood. This piece is bumpy. You can see the bump. So what I decided here was life can be a bumpy road. And then you would say to someone, what does that mean to you? Here's one that's interesting. Life is a race with your inner child. Then you could ask the person to say, what is your inner child? Again, it's a piece of driftwood, and the back is so beautiful, the way it's all carved out by the water. This is a really long one. Now it's going to take me a little doing to do this, okay? All right, now I have to start at the beginning. All right, I'm going to get way back here. I got to get way back here. Life is a race with your inner child, and that race is over when your inner child catches up to you and brings you home to where you were born to be. Now this is a long piece of wood, and like I said, the back of it is really neat. Okay. A lot of times, someone will say, show me, or just prove it to me. All right, now we're going to take a big step to prove something to you. Watch. These are inner children from the trees. They're called faces from the forest. Let's take a sample. We take the wood and we make it. And then we put a caption on it. In this case, it's saying, teach me to fly. Now we can take the same piece of wood. Oh, that's the guru. He's the one that carries all of the wood in the front. You'll see him in a minute. But look at the back side of this. Two-sided. Now, there's two possibilities for this. It could be it's a split personality, or I like this one. Love me, love my dog. This, I guess, is the dog. Now, the beauty, and this is a touring gallery. We have over 400 of these. You can use these, or you can say, give us a whole bunch of these. We'll put them in a pile in the library. We'll put a blanket over them. We'll put them all down so that the words can't be seen. Kids pick them, or adults, and describe them. Let's go on. Okay, some of them don't have a caption. You write a caption for them. However, on the other side, there is a caption, and he says, I'm weepy over you. And he sure is weepy over you. He, kind of interesting. He's got a smile on his face and a tear in his eye. That would be something to talk about too. I'm going to put him down. Now the next one, which is kind of neat, is two-sided too. And he's kind of hiding back here. Come here. You see, he's a little bashful. I'll pull him out. And he sort of looks like one of the dwarfs. And he's saying, yo boy. Well, Yeah. Now, this is interesting. This is two pieces of wood. This looks like it's part of his cheek here, but watch. On the other side, it becomes another face from the forest. And in this case, it says companionship. Now, this is a good one. If you don't want to use just the captions on wood, you can use some of the faces from the forest to have the audience explain what is companionship. Okay, let's move on. This is the guru. The guru, his job is to carry all of the wood in this little pouch. And he says, oh, pick one. So let's put some there and pretend that we're at your place and the audience is coming in and they see this pile. Let's put a pile there. Here we are. I'll take one. Notice that we put it words down so that you can't see what the words are. Okay, I have a lot of them here. I'll put just a kind of a little pile here. And, oh, here's one I got to show you. See, now this one has a, it says, do you get the point? And that's the point. Okay, that's it. Let's move on. I like this one. This one I didn't put in the pile, but look at this. I have a poem that goes with this. Like an onion, I have many layers. You have many talents, you have many feelings, and all of them are layers. This is a wonderful opening to a group discussion. Let's move on. Now I'm going to put this in the front so I remember I used it. Okay, pick one at random. The back of this bark is really cool. Actually, I could have written on here too. Okay. Compassion truly is, and then you finish it. This one I like. Spare time is a treasure, and it's probably one of the most wonderful treasures we have because it seems like we're getting less and less. Okay, pick another one. All right, I will. This one's pretty short, and it says, trees have ears. They don't just have ears, they have feelings. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. That's what this is all about. All of this wood is from trees, and they have ears and feelings. Let's pick another one. I'm like a piece of driftwood. Now, that one can go in many directions, and this is a fun one to explain. This is a good one. I like this. There are no two of a kind. Two of what? Two of anything. There are no two of a kind. This is a good conversation piece too. I'll put this right here. All right, this is our all done pile. Let me see what else I can find over here. I like this one. This is really made for the trees. I'll move my fingers so you can read it. The stillness of the night is truly deafening. Now, this fellow behind me, right here, kind of epitomizes the stillness of the night. His eyes are wide open, but there's no mouth, or at least it's not saying anything because he's listening. Okay, moving on. I like this one. Here's the back of it. Here's the front of it. Please don't ever give up. This is a good one because it's like a big shoe that fits a lot of feet. Moving along, we have this is a long one now. This takes me a second to get it over here to you. All right, I'm getting there. One day, a piece of driftwood washed upon the shore. Its wisdom's duty was no more. What does that mean? Its wisdom's duty was done because it brought itself to the shore of what? Your thoughts, your feelings, where you were walking along a beach. I like this one too. Now, sometimes we get old, like me. I am a older person. However, a smile makes an old face look young. And even if we're young in age, it doesn't hurt to have a smile. Moving on. I like this one. Now, it actually fits on one of the wooden wonders. It could fit on him. Don't fence me in. Because if you look down here, it's kind of a little fence right there. So that's one of his thoughts is, just don't fence me in. A lot of our wooden pieces come with these words already written on them. And they're removable and changeable so that you can take a given face and put a different thought on it. Well, let's keep going along. And we've already seen this one, I think. Now, if I repeat myself, that's the way it goes. Okay? And you may have already seen this, but this is big. And it says, life is like a piece of driftwood. And that's exactly what this is. This is a barky part of the tree. This is a barky skin. In forest deep, inner children peek within the barky skins of trees, and on occasion, with kind persuasion, they wake from thoughtful, dreamy sleep. Writing poetry is a lot of fun for these two. Well, we're getting to the end of the rope here, or something like that. You have been listening to what I like to call, right side up. Here we go. Words. Wait a minute. Should go this way. Words of wisdom from Big Al. That's what you've been watching. Now, if you'd like to have us bring our things to you, we can do it. We can bring all sorts of stuff. But you remember one thing that's kind of important about trees, and that's that they have feelings too. All creatures have feelings, and trees have them very deep. Well, I'll tell you what, I think I'm coming to the end. Sometimes I have a little fun, like this thing. I had a glove, and I had a mouse trap, and unfortunately, the glove with the finger got caught in the mouse trap. So I took a little bottom for it, put it in like this, and then it says, quite understandably, ouch. Oh well, little humor. So my finger could fit right in there. Oh well. Well, folks, listen, I think we've come to the end, and I have to say kind of goodbye. But please remember, know the difference. Know the difference. Here, I got it before. Between, wait now, that is your last one to finish. What should I know the difference between? Hey, it's been a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed Big Al. And with that, I will say goodbye. And I will say goodbye to my friend. And we all wish you well. Farewell.